was a girl named Spike from Degrassi High. She had a baby when she was real young. Her best friend is a skinhead chick. She knows an Asian boy named Yick. Caitlin, she is very chic, but I am still in love with a girl named Spike. A girl named Spike. And I am still in love with a girl named Spike. I am still in love with a girl named Spike. A girl named Spike.
He's also on Succession. He's on Succession now.
I took no notes on this.
Oh no. You're listening to the I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, a Degrassi podcast. I'm your host, Mike Park, along with my co-host, Hannah, the Jet Eagle.
Hello.
And Rick Johnson.
I'm glad you didn't even try.
The shark.
The shark.
What does jump the shark mean, Hannah? When you say jump the shark?
That is from Happy Days when Fonzie jumped the shark, and it represents when a show has passed the point of no return.
How about this? Name another Jane's Addiction song.
Jane runs.
I don't think I can name another one.
Sure you can. There's a massive hit that you're not thinking of.
I also was telling Britt about that, and I was like, yeah, I didn't know who sang Jane Says. And Britt was like, I don't even think I know that song. And I was like, Jane Says.
And she's like, oh yeah, of course.
She's
With
like,
that
no.
rendition.
Yeah, she's done with Sergio. How about this, Mike? Ben Caught Stealing.
Ben Caught Stealing, that's a Jane's Addiction song?
Yeah.
Is that one starts like a little percussive beginning?
Yeah.
There's like their first single, right?
That was the first single off the second record. First single was Mountain Song, I think.
Sing that one, the first single.
A Mountain Song or Ben Caught Stealing?
The first single, the Mountain Song, is it called?
Okay. Do you want me to do it like Perry Farrell?
Yeah. Hey Hannah, was his audio so high pitched that I couldn't pick it up? That was crazy.
The first line is coming down the mountain. One of many children
coming down the mountain
when she comes.
That's based on that song. Do you think he's just stealing lyrics from nursery rhymes?
Sure. I mean, he was kind of a turd to his bandmates. So,
have we talked about his plastic surgery? Did you bring that up?
I brought it up
last week. Okay. Jane Says Part 2. Hannah, you want to try it? You took no notes, but
I took no notes. I feel like I remember how it began, though. It begins with Jane waking up, right? Because the memories are resurging. Yeah. I don't remember the B plot of this episode, but that might just be because all these B plots are
lame.
Well, except for, Judy Zhao telling big lies. I did like that.
So the B plot of this episode is Claire gets sexy.
How did I forget Claire gets sexy by wearing Darcy's clothes?
By wearing Darcy's clothes, and they're the least attractive clothes I've ever seen. And you would think he was naked walking down the halls.
That was like a special time, because what year would this be? The show started in 2000. This is season 8. This would be 2008. This was my peak high school time, and weird layering was.
Well, you're weird layering in that picture behind Mike right now.
That's just weird clothes. All my clothes were from thrift shops, and I had no idea what I was doing. I fucking hate that picture. It's the worst picture that's ever been taken of me, and I thought that the second I saw it get taken. But I don't care.
That's why I put it
up. And I got like my teeth are off center, so it looks like I have one big front tooth. That's okay.
Yeah, it's very flattering. I like to
Guess what I watched last night? At 1 a.m.
Meg.
Skinamarink.
Real Genius.
Have you heard of Skinamarink?
No.
Oh, it's like it's a TikTok horror movie that's been going around because people are like, it's the scariest movie ever made. And it's really...
Isn't that the same thing as Lois and Bram's Skinamarink Dinky Dink, Skinamarink Doo?
It's based on the title is that, yeah.
Okay. Was it scary?
No, but like it did freak me out.
Did you shit your pants?
No, but so I finished it. It's basically these two kids trapped in a house where the doors disappear and it's all dark except for the TV. And then there's like
When Lois and Bram were playing in the background.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then some guy rang my doorbell at 1 a.m. and then it was like I was done. I was like, okay, I am gonna die.
Did you see who was at the door, or did you go, hell no?
Just some guy, and he also rang my doorbell in a really creepy way because he like did this
Held
with
it?
his fingers and then on my door and then rang the doorbell.
Oh,
No good.
Do you have a ring camera?
No, we should get one because all our packages get stolen. But
no, that's not good.
what were we talking about? Oh, Degrassi.
Darcy, Jane.
But it starts with Jane. Yeah, she comes downstairs and her dad's like already there.
You spent the night.
That's right. Is this the night where Izzy also spent the night?
Yeah. Well, because Jane then immediately tries to talk to Mia about like not letting Izzy over there.
Wait, that same night, her name is Izzy?
The little kid.
Izzy
or is it Ella?
Was there that first night?
I thought it was Izzy. Is it Ella?
It's maybe Bella.
No. Oh, maybe it's Isabella.
It's Isabella. Yeah. You're right.
All things are true.
Mm-hmm. Let's pick a name.
I don't recall her being there.
Well, she probably had to go to daycare. I don't know. It's not important. You know who's really acting in this episode?
Who?
Ali Bandari?
Spinner. Jane, just talk to me.
Well, then I also had a flashback because I was like, this keeps happening to Spinner because it basically happened with Paige too.
Yeah. And it happened with Darcy, right?
Yeah. I didn't even think about that, but yeah. Poor
Also
Spinner
happened
and
with Liz, old school. Liz started it.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were gonna say, you know who's acting is Ali Bandari when she comes in, like wearing very conservative clothes.
I do like I do like when they say cute look Bandari. I wish they would have said backwoods. They got to keep up the
I like backwoods. I think it's very fun. Also, I was Googling Johnny DeMarco yesterday. Who knows why? Just to look at him. And then I accidentally saw a picture of him from like 3 seasons from now when he cuts his hair.
Yeah,
and then it's like
you're very angry.
It's really, if you get a chance, it's really jarring.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Why is it weird for you? Because your dreams are shattered?
I just am like, thought he was one type of guy, and then
you don't think he can grow?
No. Well, yeah.
Can I blow your mind right now?
Sure.
That was never his hair. That's just a baseball cap with the hair
attached. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. You don't get that type of human grease from a wig.
That would be sick if that was true.
Or maybe it is a wig.
It's just a safari cap.
I've never seen him without the hat on.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Even when he got his like just bell rung by Spinner. What are you doing, Rick? You're on your phone.
I'm getting cash money.
What for what?
Recording.
For your job? How much?
I don't know.
My friend's dad calls that money on the street.
Why? Why? Money on the street. What are you talking about?
It's just money you've yet to collect that's out there to be had.
Must be nice being rich. Just have money on the street. I don't have money on the street. Yes,
I've got some money on the street right now.
Where is it coming from? Your job? Do they hold your tips?
Well, that, but also I have art stuff I gotta finish.
You've been hired to do portraits.
Well, right now I'm designing a sticker for someone's
band.
No, they run like a truck that sells stuff.
And that's where I feel like we should be taking advantage, because I feel like the goal of this obviously is to talk to Degrassi, but also to just help Hannah succeed in life. So if you love Hannah, why don't you just reach out to us and hire Hannah to draw your perhaps your dog, your cat, your loved one.
Such a good point.
Commissions.
I'm good.
She's a professional. She went to art college. She painted the cover of her band's new album coming out sometime this year, and
I have to send you stuff about that too.
I will speak for Rick because I know he's thinking the same thing. We want Hannah to succeed. We want Hannah to be not stressed about money and just flourishing, so she doesn't have to rely on her sugar mama, Brittany. Right? Does Brittany pay for a lot of stuff?
We're pretty even.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we try to be.
What about that boy at the dot that's looking at Claire?
That kid.
You like him?
I just think it's funny because like they're acting like Claire turned into a stone cold hottie, and she does look real cute, but I don't think every boy in school would be like breaking his neck to look at her.
No. Like
she's got normal clothes that don't fit her.
I feel like if she would have got a haircut, it would have been more shocking. I think she's still got that weird, like, are you in one of those weird religious cults that only allows the ladies to wear dresses?
Yeah, her in Rumspringa.
It's very Amishy.
But like, I do feel like this is another there's another turning point for Claire though. I think getting called a bitch and everyone cheering her on, and then putting on sexy clothes and everyone looking at her, making her into a weirdo.
What's your name, cutie?
I hate it.
Well, Can you play it? What's your name, cutie? No, I can't.
Claire.
Allie. You go Allie, and then I go, I meant your friend.
Yeah, that kid looks like a little young Barry Johnson.
Barry Johnson is the lead singer for a band called Joyce Manor, for those who have no idea what the fuck Rick is talking about.
What was that kid's name, by the way?
Don't know.
His name is Weird Hat. Loose Beanie. Let's call him Barry. Why not? Barry Johnson. But when he says, I meant your friend, Claire's face like slowly looks.
Me?
Yeah, it's so good. And he just kind of does this little tiny nod. I'm Claire. Reese is his name.
Reese. Love that name. Because of Malcolm in the Middle.
I think when he gets up, he's like, nice to meet you. Allie's not happy because I think Allie thinks, oh, I'm so hot, Claire. You'll never be like me.
Yeah.
I almost spit out my coffee because I'm just looking at.
And also, is this the scene where maybe it's not? No, it's not. But later on, when Jane comes in the dot and just sobs at a table, that is so crazy.
Oh yeah, and then it's not the same time, I believe.
No.
But they you can really see Holly J's humanity in that point.
She's learning to feel, to mirror human feelings. Yeah.
Let's get this out of the way. Is this the greatest B plot then? This must be the greatest B plot ever in Degrassi history.
Oh no.
I'm pretty happy about it. Like right now, I can't think of anything negative. Usually I'm just like, oh, this B plot is worthless. But now I'm just like, wait a sec. This B plot is A plot material.
I mean, in comparison to many of the episodes of this season, I'm a little upset we didn't get this as an A plot. I will agree.
I would have wanted something more to happen with Claire, I think I would have wanted her to like dress too sexy and then something terrible happen or something. Not terrible like anything bad, but like she wears a thong and then her pants fall down or something.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's not. I really wish there would have been a Pen 15-esque thong, another thong episode with Claire.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw the second season of Pen 15.
It's really good.
I just couldn't do it. I don't know why. Every time I tried, I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I can't get into it.
I mean, it really fucked me up when I actually, like, for some reason, when I first started watching that show, I didn't realize those two ladies were adults.
How?
I was just like, man, that white girl is weird looking. That's a weird looking little kid.
Really? That's
Yeah.
insane.
But I do like that Maya's dad is jazz drummer extraordinaire. Played with like the Weather Report and stuff in real life.
The Weather Report were based out of where?
I don't know. Maybe
Area.
maybe. I mean, Joseph Sandoval is like Danish or something like that.
Ooh.
Jocko is from Florida.
Hannah, we talked about this guy Jocko before. He was a incredible bass player, and he died. How did he die, Hannah? If you remember us talking about this, if you remember, $5 in your Venmo account right now. Jocko Astoria. Pastoris. He went to see an artist play, and what happened?
Crash?
No. Think more like junkie trying to get backstage through the back door to see Miles Davis play. And then
I think it was Santana, but
Santana, sorry. He got beat to death by the bouncers.
Wow.
Yeah. It's worth it. If you watch music docs, it's a good doc to watch. Sad.
Also, that Diet Coke looks so good.
Yeah,
it does. It does. How much diet soda do you drink daily? At least two cans, would you say?
At least 2 cans, yeah.
Does it give you?
It's hard to stop when you.
Well, I don't drink coffee, so.
But I feel like coffee is so much better for you. It has antioxidants.
That's fine. I don't like it because it tastes burnt.
Yeah, and sometimes if you drink hot coffee, it makes me feel like I'm gonna shit my pants.
I also hate hot liquids.
Ooh.
No, I love hot tea.
I do like soup, though. Does that mean I'm getting old?
No, that means I was gonna say something offensive. What kind of soup? What kind of soup do you like?
I like a chowder or like a bisque.
You like a creamy, just fat, full of saturated fats.
Full of it. Maybe if I go to Panera, I get a little bread bowl with.
I was about to say you're a bread bowl, little Muskegon, Michigan.
Ew.
This white, yummy bread bowl. I love it.
Full of cheesy broccoli soup.
Ooh, that used to be my
my bread
thing.
bowl.
I can't do it now though, I don't think.
It's a perfect meal. You got nothing left. You got nothing left at the end.
Yes, but much like the coffee thing, it does make me feel like I'm gonna shit my pants.
Wow.
Or like I'll never shit again.
I'm with Rick on the bread bowl because I feel like when I go to Disneyland, everything's so expensive. There's this one place in the New Orleans area that they have bread bowls, and I'm like, okay, it's $12.50 for a freaking bread bowl, but I'm getting it because it'll fill me up for the day. And even to the point where it's kind of hard to finish that freaking bread bowl because it's
a lot of bread. That's a lot of bread.
Yeah.
For it to pay for itself, you have to finish it.
Yeah. Good thing I like bread. I love bread. You know what I like? Bread and butter. Just butter on the bread.
You know what I like is like crispy bread and like olive oil.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, it's good.
Bruschetta. You like a little bruschetta?
There used to be a spot in Muskegon that would give you that and just have garlic on a plate. Just pour the olive oil on the plate.
Yeah.
Just sop that shit up. Sardine room, R.I.P.
I don't care.
We made homemade ramen last night.
Homemade
of soup. Well, it was a Hello
Fresh.
Noodles.
You made the noodles?
No.
Hand. Hello Fresh.
Man, Hello Fresh has done me dirty.
Yeah, they do sometimes, but it is still good sometimes.
I don't have HelloFresh, but like one of my credit cards keeps getting hacked and somebody keeps buying like $1,000 worth of HelloFresh.
It's me.
And then I'll be like, to my bank, I'll be like, hey, this keeps getting hacked. And they're like, are you sure you didn't buy this? I'm like, I'm sure I did not buy it.
I would know if a box of frozen food came to my house every week.
And then they're like, well, this was a swiped card. I was like, or like it was a chipped card. I was like, HelloFresh doesn't have a physical store. Like,
no.
Get out of here with this.
No. Also, when you do that, Mike, it makes it look like it's a horror movie and I am the Skinamarink and I am behind you. So scared. Oh, that was one of the things we talked about for the Bad Boy video is doing like a Well, Jake was like, we could do Blair Witch, and I was like, that is kind of funny to me, but
I'm seriously no, my idea is dumb. Yeah, I like Blair Witch. That'd be good.
it's
That'd be
cheap.
good. You just standing in the corner, facing the wall.
That would be kind of funny.
That's the whole video. Just everybody in corners.
Yeah, for the whole
Blair.
video.
Oh
Skinnamarink
yeah,
style.
you'd have to get a wig, but you could just get a beanie. You could be the Blair Witch girl for sure.
Yeah.
Black and white. Okay. I like it. I like it. Jane says part 2.
Jane says we haven't talked about it at all.
Jane talking, and which is crazy because this episode is so good. Lucas he's so happy. He feels more mature. He's happy that he doesn't know the severity of what his dad has done to Jane.
No.
He's just like, why can't you just be happy that our parents are back together, that I have a job, I have this fantastic haircut, I'm a dad myself. He's growing. He's growing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jane leaves, is walking through the night. I don't know what she's thinking. Well, I do know what she's thinking. There's tons of things.
Wait, we're already at the part where she sleeps in the park?
That's weird. That's a weird move.
I was surprised she slept in the park.
It's a nice and warm. It's a nice park.
And then she wakes up and she's just like, ugh. And I was like, no, if you slept on your side on a park bench in the cold, you'd be fucked up.
But how cold is it? It could be nice. It could be a nice summer day where the lowest it'll get is like the 50s, like 55.
It's cold enough she has a jacket on.
I know, she's not dumb. It's a warm breeze. we have a mutual friend, Rick and I, this guy named Mike Huguenot, that his old band did a tour of Japan, but like the most DIY, make absolutely no money, pay out of pocket tour. And he drank one night. The next day, he thought he was hungover, but he was just deathly sick. But they had no money. You know, they're just sleeping in hostels. They had no place to go. So he was this
Shinobu or Hard Girls?
Yeah, Shinobu. So he just curled up in a ball and just in a business doorway that was closed, and just went to sleep and woke up 5 hours later and he was healed. That's the magic of Japan. If you ever want to go to Japan, you can safely sleep as a homeless white person and be fine. Oh, I'll even further that. I'm hoping one day, neither of you gone to Japan, correct?
I've gone to Japan.
Oh, well, I'm hoping one day Hannah will go to Japan and experience. Oh man, I think Hannah would just freak out how much fun she would have in Japan. But you could, as a single, well, you're not single, as a white female, young white female, you can walk Japan at 2 a.m. with money just coming out of your pockets, and no one's going to assault you. That's the safety of Japan.
It's magical.
That rant is over. Let's get back to the meat and potatoes of this B plot. Claire arriving at school, hair down,
turning heads, stopping tracks.
She does look better.
We didn't talk about it also, but I do love before this, when she's in the dot and Peter sees her and he's like, Claire, are those Darcy's clothes? Claire's like, yeah. And he's like, they look better on you. And everyone's like, okay.
You think he got a chubby?
He got some weird thoughts in his head.
It was an undefinable feeling that he had, I feel like.
What's their last name? Darcy and Claire
Edwards.
Edwards. So he's thinking, maybe I can hook up with both sisters and, kind of judge who's better. I just like the shot of Claire walking into school, starting with little fashionable jeans with some high heels, and it's a conservative look, but it's fashionable. Hair down, just confidence, and the looks on the guys that are just extras.
I just gotta run to the side door real quick.
Please, we don't need you.
It says HelloFresh. Getting delivered.
God, what a waste, HelloFresh. Why, if you're gonna make freaking ramen, why don't you just buy like Sapporo Ichiban or Top Ramen. What is it, like $5 for $1? You make that, you cut your own green onions, you stick that in, you can slice fine, put those in, and just beat a couple eggs and put that in. Boom. 50 cents. Dinner is served.
That sounds great.
A couple beers. But no. Hello Fresh, how much did that cost for that one dinner last night?
I think it's like $50 a month, and then you get like 3 meals a week.
It's more than that, but
it's more than that.
That's pretty good. If that was the
it
case,
might be $50 a week.
Yeah,
it's got to be $50 a week.
Still pretty good.
I mean, if you go to the store, it's about the same.
Yeah.
No. I just told you, missed what I said. I said you get 2 bags of Top Ramen. It's gonna be 50 cents. You put in green onions, and then you put in regular onions, really thinly sliced. You can get like some dried shiitake mushrooms too. Chop those up, stick that in, stir up a couple of eggs. Boom. That is a beautiful. Put some white pepper on top.
Sure. I didn't know you were talking about ramen. I was just talking about meal plans.
Yeah.
That's why you shouldn't talk out of place. That's a trait of people from Muskegon. They just like
Oh, Jesus.
Allie's fashion is reminiscent of what's her face? Jimmy's girlfriend, the
no.
Toby's sister. Why can't I even think of her name? Ashley. You don't think they have some kind of
I think
vibe?
she's more in line with Manny.
Oh, you're right. You're 100%.
She wishes she could do what Manny does.
Oh, sure, but you know.
Who's Vaughn? Shep asks, where's Vaughn?
Jane Vaughn, I think.
Yeah, Jane changed her last name to Vaughn. I don't know why he's so excited and adamant that she's there. Well, probably because they need her to win, but
no, he seems excited that she's not there. It's like she's a real asset. And then he just kind of smiles freakishly.
Yeah, that was weird. That's because Shep's been taking anger management classes for a day.
Lucas has got to go to that school. He's at Degrassi. He's wearing a Degrassi t-shirt.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
They're having an alumni game. He's part of the alumni football team. We learned that last episode.
Sorry, I'm an idiot. I'm the Muskegon resident right now.
Liberty's also playing.
Yeah.
Is she really?
Yeah.
What the? Okay.
It was confusing last week because at the beginning of the episode, Danny's like, Liberty's been learning passing plays. It's like she wants to beat me or something. And I remember being like, is Liberty doing football at college? That's a plot I would love to see.
Well, this is lame because this is totally contractually, because I'm thinking like Rick, because I'm in the Muskegon mode, but contractually their writer's like, okay, we got to get, what's her first real name? Whatever. Liberty's real name. We got to get her in an episode. We're going to just write this lame plot. And she's in.
Yeah, it's pretty lame. Also, if you can only get like one alumni plus Spinner, who doesn't really count, plus Jay, who doesn't really count because they're still hanging around, then just don't do it.
Yeah.
Amen.
That's how I feel.
Well,
I mean, they needed a reason for Lucas to come to this school.
Oh, you're right. But also they didn't need to have him drop out. He could still be going to that school. Wasn't he going there at the beginning of the season?
I think he graduated. He had to have graduated. Oh.
Really?
Maybe he took like the high school proficiency.
I don't remember him being a senior even.
He wanted to get in the job force so he can provide for his family, his baby. He wants to be a better father. He misses his father. He seems to have a good relationship with his father. We discussed a little bit about the Holly J and Jane talking at the dot. I seem to have glossed over what you guys had said because I was thinking.
Well, Jane's sobbing.
Things.
Yes.
And Holly J's like
mentally breaking down.
Holly J's like, here's a milkshake. And then she's like, do you want to talk about it? And Jane's like, no.
She's acting her ass off, though.
Yeah. Jane's a good actress.
But is Holly J seems like she's being super supportive?
Well, I think she realized that this is not the time to be mean.
I also don't think she was that supportive. I think she was like, okay, well, you can't hang out here forever because we close at 10.
Yeah.
Well, she gave her a milkshake though.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing it was free.
It didn't. Yeah, you're right. That's something.
Sure.
She's learning to be nice, I think.
Who does Allie think liked her? Is she talking about Johnny DeMarco?
Of course.
Of course. Who else?
Oh, she loves him.
I do too.
I know you do. Why do I love Casey? I love Casey for some reason. I have no idea why.
I know. It was so weird when they were out in the JT Memorial Garden, which is also just a 12 by 12 cube of cement in the middle of the school.
They just fucking plant that kiss on him.
Yeah, that was weird. Also, it doesn't create any like drama because you think, oh, now there's gonna be this is gonna be an issue, but later on she's just like, I already apologized to Claire, it's over.
Oh my gosh. I wish they were a couple. Allie and
Casey.
Casey, I mean. I feel like they could do good things for each other. They're both academically superior to most of their peers. And that's all I got. Is that good enough reason?
That's good enough. I also don't remember seeing Connor in this episode.
Oh, he's gone. That's why I was like, because I watched ahead. I was like, after his diagnosis, is he just gone? They're like, you got to get out of here.
I swear to God, he comes back. But I'm like, where is he now? Sometimes you
got to get out of here. This is an unsafe home for Jack.
Sorry, I'm watching. Allie just left the JT Memorial cube, 12 by 12 cube. They are now barbecuing and they got some hot dogs. He's talking about free. Jay says they're not free. I paid $5. He's like, yeah, man, right. Now Jane comes. That's worried about you. Are you feeling better? Yes, I'm better. Where's Carlo? Who's Carlo?
Their dad.
Oh.
I like when Lucas figures it out.
You and your stupid backwards pajamas. Yeah.
My favorite.
I'm watching this right now. Sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It's a rough watch, but my favorite part of the episode happens at the end here. When Jane goes to confront Carlos and he's giving that balloon to Izzy and it all goes down. Izzy's stare never moves from looking at Jane the whole time. She does not
have one thought in that head.
She's just looking up at her the whole time.
She's like, I'm not forming a memory about this.
Yeah. I was like, and also bold move to not get her out of there as they confront the father about.
I did think that was weird. Lucas has to do it.
Yeah, a past molestation and almost a future one.
I was so shocked that Lucas didn't come in and like freak out on him. Yeah.
This is the most humane Lucas has been in his Degrassi history.
He's a real dad now.
I remember when you put me to bed before you left. Janie, please. Looks around. Look, I know you're not thrilled I'm back in your mother's life, but there's no need to tell stories. It was a long time ago. You're confused. Oh, God. Okay, here comes Lucas.
It's hard.
He is pissed because that's his daughter. Good for him.
I know.
Fantastic.
This made me like Lucas.
Yeah, no, for sure. He should shave his eyebrows too in tiger stripes. Yeah. That would complete the look.
And get some like face tattoos.
Yeah, and then also wear vampire teeth.
Yeah, or just file down his teeth. Yeah,
exactly. That would be more permanent and more attractive. Well, that looks like a family: Lucas, Jane, and Izzy. Mm-hmm. And that's your favorite part is Izzy looking up, right?
Yeah, but she looks up the whole The director was like, "Listen, girl, do not take your eyes off your sister."
It's like
And like really scared the shit out of her.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Woo! I'm drinking so much coffee already. It's 11:12. It's 1:51 for you guys. I'm gonna leave for work in 10 minutes.
Oh, well, does anything really happen with Claire wearing nice clothes, or
No.
is it just that he says, I still like you however you dress backwards? You
Yeah.
look good to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and he's also like, I'm a bad guy backwards.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
She's like, I'm not a great person either. And she's not.
Yeah, true that.
She's kind of a terrible person.
Yeah.
She's not terrible, but she's not great. She's in between. She's better than my daughter.
Well, she's a bad friend.
She is a bad friend, but who is a good friend? I would say Jimmy was a good friend.
No.
Jimmy might be the best friend.
Sometimes Spinner's a good friend. Sometimes he's a very bad friend.
Yeah, that is not a good example of a good friend. He's a very bad friend. Marco slept with Ellie, so Ellie's not a good friend. Well, he didn't sleep with Ellie, but he was ready to. So he is not a good friend because he
Terry.
Terry was a good Terry was a bad friend.
How about this?
What'd she do?
I can't remember, but
she got put in a coma. That's what she did.
The short skirt in episode 2.
Toby, great friend.
Yeah,
Toby, great friend, 100%. Did nothing wrong.
Well,
did they ever explain what happened to Kendra? Did they ever break up? Like, was there a storyline where they broke up?
Kendra disappeared.
Yeah,
but there was never an explanation.
She's hanging out with Jack.
Oh, you know who did make me laugh this episode and we didn't talk about it? Shantae. When Claire's wearing her new clothes and she's hanging a poster, she's like, look very Angelina. And then Allie comes up and she's like, not you.
Whoa.
It was very good.
Is the last scene the conversation between Backwoods Bandari and Johnny DeMarco?
I think it's the last scene is when they're in family counseling.
Which I'm like, would Lucas go to this? Feels like maybe he wouldn't.
Yeah, but I think he's trying to change,
I wish, what I wish, not to subtract from the main plot, because they really acted their hearts out and like more power to them. I wish they had really committed to her nickname forever being Backwoods.
No, they don't.
Spike and Spinner and Snake.
Yeah.
Man, if we started selling like bootleg Degrassi stuff, if we just made a shirt that said Backwoods, we don't put in just a picture, an illustration of her. We should just start our own Degrassi line of merch.
And I hate Holly J shirt.
Oh, yes.
I'll bring the rope.
But the I hate Holly J shirt should be just like iron-on letters. That look, you know how that look? It's just like I hate Holly J with no visual other than
I think all of our shirts should look like that, like Mr. DeMarco.
No, not like that. Like
you want to get some Squatchwear going too?
Yeah, we should have Squatchwear shirts.
See, that would be funny for such a small population.
And Backwoods with a picture of Ali Bandari would not be funny for a small population.
You would get that because you'd see the actress, you'd go, I get it. Where the Swatchwear, the actual, like, if we try to bootleg it to look exactly like Swatchwear, no one's going to remember what that looks like. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
All right. The episode ends as mother-daughter embrace. No, it doesn't end. They're in therapy. You're right. I
kind of expected it to be Miss Sauvé.
Ooh,
that would have been good. She's gone now. Though.
She's gone. Yeah, it feels like. And I loved her
because she looked like Bjork.
Kind of, and it's I guess like one check every, 180 episodes can't keep you going forever.
Oh, amen, sister. God, Lucas is so good. It's like he's like, I didn't protect you. He feels so like just ashamed.
Jane's a really good actress.
Hell yeah. Lucas is killing it too. My God, I've hated him so much. Even a terrible haircut it's okay. I feel good about it now. Everything fits. She feels better because her brother loves her. She's got the support. A terrible freeze frame on her face. It's like not a good. It's not a flattering picture, but kudos to the writers and directors, producers for choosing that still shot as their ending to episode 2 of Jane Says, and it's over. What a wild ride it's been these last 290 something weeks.
Can you believe that?
I don't know. What episode are we on?
Holy moly. 244 maybe.
So we're coming up on the 5-year. What should we do for 250? That's not exactly 5 years, I guess.
Judy Zhao.
255 it would be.
Judy Zhao, 10-hour special.
Yeah.
10-part special. Okay, kids. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I hope you have a great day. Wish me luck as I try to traverse life on this
Good luck.
Beautiful California day. And to our listeners, thank you.
Yeah.
You are loved. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.